It's Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. I had to think about blah. And have I got a video for you today? Oh, a strand of hair. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, let's talk about this video. For a few years now, I have set a goal of completing 100 objects or having 100 finished objects in a year. And I think the closest I had come was like maybe like 60 something. Never came close. Never ever came close. Well, today I'm going to show you my 100th finished object for 2023. That's right. At the end of August, I have finished 100 objects. Waha! So how many guys have you finished? Did that even... How many projects have you... How many projects have you guys finished so far this year? So far, I have 100, and I might actually complete 101 today. And I'm not counting granny squares or dry erase markers that I made for a second grade class. Otherwise, I would be close to 150 right now. But I didn't count those. So, however, I did count each hat that I made and all of my tiles that I have made, which has helped me, get to the 100. So, my 100th project is actually one that I was double dog dared from. I can take this off and that can go in the trash. Let's see if I can make 2 points. 2 points. Okay, it comes from this book, Funny Amigurumi. And you see that chick right there? That's what I was double dog dared to do. Well, I said, that if anybody wanted to join in, let me know, and I will put your pictures in with mine. I had 2 people join in, Josephine and Lyn. So I will put theirs in also. Now, both of theirs look kind of look like this. Mine, I have to go grandiose, and mine is a quite bigger. I did not use blanket yarn, but I did use a 5-weight yarn and a K-hook. So you guys can imagine how big this is going to be. So let me show you a picture. Where is it? Okay, I'll give you a couple of... Okay, so this is what it looks like. Am I showing you? Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. And the back of it, with the cape, looks like this. Okay, so I did not put a letter on the back of my cape, and you'll see why I didn't in a minute. Let me tell you, this book is a 2023. It just came out this year. I'm not sure who it's from. I'm not sure when it came out. But it's called Funny Amigurumi, and there's 16 creatures and their accessories. And it's by Emilie Penou, I think, that's how you pronounce it. But it has a chick, a donkey. It looks like a dinosaur, a ladybug with some bugs to eat, bunny, a frog, a raccoon, a hedgehog, reindeer, unicorn, a penguin, which is why I originally bought this, so I could send this to somebody so they would make me a couple of penguins. But instead, I got double dog dared to do the chick. So, without further ado, let us see. All right, first of all, the yarn that I used is Charisma Tweed Hues. And it's in the color wood grain. This is what I have left over from the first skein. Here it is. It's, what is it, 3.5 ounces and 109 yards, I think it is. I did use a little bit of the second skein, and that is right here. So, not all chicks are yellow. Not all of them have the same color feet either. Okay, so I can put this up here, or I'll just stick it right there for a minute. The next thing I use for the cape, I use Darn Good Yarn Twist Worsted Weight Silk Yarn in the color Pink Lemonade. It was 50 grams and 35 yards. I didn't use it all, so I do have some that I can use for another scrap something, or maybe I'll send somebody some scrap. So that's what that looked like. I'll put this over here too. I did use some scrap orange that was in my bin, and with the leftover of that, I made an orange granny square. So, no, that's a different color orange. Never mind. I didn't have any left over. That's why I had to make. Okay, this is my chick. There we go. So I wish I had made his eyes bigger. But I see I ran out of orange, so I had to make another foot black. So he has his little beak in orange and his little... or her, it's a girl. She has her little tuft thingy there. She has a tail in the back, right there. She's got wings. I did not tack them down because since she has a cape to fly with, well, she needs to fly. So there's her wings, and her cape can go behind her as she flies through the air. So, yes, this is my 100th object made. Yee-hoo. So what do you guys think? Here's the cape in the back. There we go. It is just very lightly tacked, so it can, you know, waffle while she flies. So, yeah, you guys know I hate amigurumi, and this is why... because they always look very strange. So, and I'm just using scrap yarn, or not scrap yarn, but I'll pull a skein off. Luckily, I found one more at Michael's. I did have to go buy that one, and I found it so I could finish the tail and the wings. Alrighty, so what do you guys think? Here is my chick. So, Victoria, I finished your double dog dare. Now, on a side note, I will not be accepting any double dog dare challenges until after the new year. I have, just in case somebody follows up on my double duck dare, I'm going to be living in Granny Square hell. I'm anticipating that I will be living in Granny Square hell. So I have started making some granny squares. I have about 15. I'm expecting just a few people, so I think I'm just going to go to like maybe 25. And then I'll stop there because I don't think any more people will make any more than that. So I don't think that they have the balls, the yarn balls, to make any granny squares and send them to Lyn Ann. at the address below that I put below. So now, you guys want to know how much yarn I have used so far this year? And here is, yes, I'm anal about some things. You can see about mess. I do know where things are, actually. It's a I don't know what the term is, but I know where things are in my mess. But this is the notebook that I keep all of my pictures of my finished objects. I use this little printer right here to print my pictures. It takes this little Kodak zinc photo paper. I'll put the name below of what it is. But 50 sheets come in here, and I of course print out other things besides, not very often. So yes, 10 sheets go in at a time. This is a Kodak. It is called a Kodak Zinc Zero ink. So you don't need any ink. You just print the picture and it comes out. And here's a picture that I printed of persniffers right there. So, alrighty. So, in this notebook, there are 100 pictures of all the different things that I have made. And here you can see is where I'm going to start with number 101. And I have listed on here. I'll show you what I have. Uh-oh, something fell. Oops. Okay. I have on here the date that I finished it, what it is that I finished, the pattern that I used, the hook, or I need to, also write needle, who I made it for, and the yarn that I used. And then I put a picture of it over here on this side. And, oops. Well, I needed a new one of those anyway. Where did my... Okay. My Post-it note is definitely running out of sticky. But yeah, this just tells me where I am, and it tells me my next project number will be 101. And I just keep it here in this notebook, and at the end of the year, I will retire this notebook, and I have a couple more up here to use. So I'll just mark on here 2023. And so now I can look back at all the different things that I made and what I did with them, and that'll be good to go. So, wonder how many more projects I'm going to get done. I have quite a few in the works, so we shall see. I aim to go into 2024 with 0 projects. So that is my goal. So I'm going to have to get a lot of them done. So, are you curious to know how much yarn I used to finish these 100 projects? Let me get a sip real quick. Okay, I'm eating ice. Okay, so in the 100 projects, I used 108 skeins of yarn. And those skeins of yarn make up 400.33 ounces or 25.02 pounds. So I lost 25 pounds of yarn weight out of here. That doesn't seem like a lot, but I made 100 projects. And let's see how many yards and miles that adds up to. It adds up to 19,723 yards or 11.20 miles. It's still not enough miles to get me from my house in North Pole to Fairbanks. That's about 13.5 miles. So hopefully by the end of this year, I can go further from my house to, maybe on the outskirts, on the other side outskirts of Fairbanks. It'd be cool if I could get it all the way to Denali. I don't think I could. Not unless I made blankets and blankets and blankets. But I can't make a blanket in 3 days like some of you guys can. So, that is what I have done so far this year. It seems like a whole lot. A lot of them were hats, and I'm good with that because I donate hats, and I do count them. I do not count a second one that I make of the same pattern. I only count one of a pattern. So when I make a separate one, like if I'm going to keep it, I make another one to donate. I don't count that one because it is the same pattern. So technically I have made more projects than 108, and I've probably come close to making 160. I mean, if you counted every granny square I've made, yeah, so probably close to 160, but I'm only counting, and I'm not even counting the granny squares that I've made. So yeah, 100 finished objects today. And so, thanks guys for watching. I have had lots and lots of fun doing Double Dog Dare challenges, issuing them and accepting them. So, well, that is it for today. So thanks guys for watching. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.